Hey everyone, today I'm going to be making a scoliosis brace. To do that, I've imported this STL, and now I'm going to go ahead and convert it to clay. Then I'm going to trim it up a little bit because I don't really need the top or the bottom of the arm. Then I'm going to clean it up just a bit, just so I don't have any issues downstream. I'm smoothing out some areas. Now I'm going to duplicate it, offset it by 5 millimeters, and I'm going to cut off the top just so we can see what we're talking about. Then I'm going to defeature the abdominal muscles because I don't want that in my brace. Maybe the belly button, get rid of those. And then I'm going to add some clay where I think we can remove, where I think I can defeature it a little bit more. Then I'll smooth that out. And I'll smooth out the edges a little bit. Once I have this all smoothed out, again I'm going to take a look at the parting lines here on the side. I'm going to go ahead and defeature that. And I'm still not happy with the ab muscles, so I'm going to go ahead and use the hot wax tool to add more clay in some areas and just build it up a little bit. Then I'll defeature this side as well. Next I'm going to add a spline on top to create my top profile of the brace. And then I'll just adjust these a little bit. There we go. And then finally I'll add a ridge to that so I can make a custom cutting tool. This will allow me to separate the top from the bottom, which I don't need the top, so I'll just go ahead and change the clay coarseness real quick, and then I'll use that as a cutting tool and cut that away. There we go. Once it's separated, I can highlight the top and delete it, and there's my top profile. Now here, I'm doing the same thing to the bottom. I'm just creating a bottom profile. I'm going to adjust it a little bit, and then I'll add in a ridge. Again, once I have that ridge, I can use it as a custom cutting tool, which will give me the bottom profile of my brace. And I'll separate that, delete out the bottom, and now I have the start of my brace. I'm going to hit it with one more smooth, just a global smooth. Smooths all the areas at once. It's pretty nice. Then I'll start creating my side cuts here. So I'm using a plane and sketching, and I can define these sketches all I want. So I'm just going to trim these away, and then I'm going to offset them. And then I'm going to do some filleting on the sharp corners because I don't want any sharp corners. And then I'm going to close it up to make a sketch profile. I can then extrude that sketch profile and use it as a cutting tool also. There we go. And I'll do the same to the other side. Again, I'm going to create a plane. And then I'm going to create a profile, a sketch profile on that plane, and I want it to be unique from the other side so there's no confusion. I'll add in the fillets, and then I will trim that up. It turns blue. I can now use it as an extrusion, and I will extrude cut through the model. Nice. Now I'm going to go ahead and add in something that people that are going to be wearing this might want. I'm going to add in a cell phone case. So I'm going to put in a model of a cell phone. I'm just going to adjust that a little bit so it's in there appropriately so people can take their phones in and out. Then I'll convert this phone to clay. And then I'll offset it by about 5 millimeters. Then I'll smooth these areas out. I'm just doing a rough smooth, just kind of defeaturing some things, getting rid of things that I don't want. Then I'll smooth it over again. There we go. Then I'll set the plane behind us, and I'll extrude to plane, which is going to make an extrusion all the way back to that plane. Then I will hollow it out. Once it's hollow, I will then put a couple more sketch profiles on the plane, just something quick and dirty. And let's just do 2 squares. And then I can use those as a cut. There we go. Now I just need to add that to the existing brace. And there's your cell phone holder. I'm going to go ahead and add the world's greatest logo in. 1 millimeter out, that looks good. And then I'll just create some more design details on the back. So I could have done a unique pattern all around this, but I didn't want to do this in this video. And now that's done. So now I can go ahead and separate these as a front and back. And I'll export this as an STL if I wanted to, or if I have a 3D Systems printer, I can go straight to 3D Sprint. This is our build preparation software, which allows us to fix any of the models, prepare them for print, and things like that. Works really well if you have a 3D Systems software or a 3D Systems printer like the S Pro 230. I'm going to highlight both of these, orient them in the correct orientation. I want to have very good surface quality. Then I also want to auto place it so it's right in the middle. And that's how you make a brace. Thank you very much.